So why don't we just go ahead and hopefully TJ will be able to join us here shortly. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and call this meeting to order. And our first order of business is to approve the minutes of the August 24th meeting. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Thanks, Greg. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Was that Zach?
Yep.
Yes.
Thanks, Zach. All right. There's been a motion and a second. Are there any corrections? Sorry, I'm just trying to find where my minutes are. Any corrections or changes to the minutes? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say nay. All right, the minutes are approved. I've learned through Zoom that it's better to ask for the nays to say nay than same sign, because sometimes there's a delay with the approvals. So that's why it's not same sign anymore. Hopefully it alleviates a little confusion. Okay. First order of business is, let's see here. Where is it? Sorry, got too many screens open. Okay, new business. Case number DR 20-28, request for design approval, C-D Downtown Zoning District, windows, balconies, and doors at 307 West 6th Street, Andrew Wold, petitioner. And I think Andrew's there, you said, Laura?
He just walked in.
All right. How are you doing?
Can you guys hear Andrew?
No.
Oh, he's muted, that's why.
Am I looking at the camera?
Oh, you can look wherever you want.
All right, fair enough.
Okay, so this is for windows, balconies, and doors at the old Salvation Army building. It's staff recommends approval with the condition that the windows and door openings do not change. It should be typo. It should be do not change in size and the lintels remain in place.
Beautiful.
The petitioner is requesting to install 6 balconies, 12 windows, and 12 doors on the south side of the building.
We're also petitioning for, we're in the back parking lot. I sent over to Lower Berkeley. So there's a separate parcel just south of it that we're using as.
Andrew, we can't hear you very well.
Oh, sorry. Well, so okay, can you hear me better now?
Can you hear him, Dana?
It's just kind of cutting out.
Okay.
Well, I can sit back by,
That's.
Carrie, or?
Do you want to sit here? Okay. Matt's gonna move spots and we're gonna have Andrew come onto the mic over here.
No, it sounds good. All right.
Hi, PJ. Hi.
All right.
Hi.
I am here. Can you hear me okay?
Are you turned? Yep.
A little better, yeah.
Is this a little better? Okay, I'm right in front of the mic.
Okay, that's much better.
Perfect. So the only thing to add, I sent the drawing and the tree landscape outline over to Lower Berkeley. And we're gonna be adding some trees we're doing a parking lot on the parcels just south of the building. Right now it is a parking lot and we're gonna pave it in concrete. And we're gonna be adding trees between the sidewalk, between where we're doing the concrete. And I was advised we need design review board approval, and that's the only thing we're gonna be adding. So it'll look pretty. We need your blessing on it, I think, so.
And as previously stated, when something's not on the agenda, less than 24 hours before the meeting, I can't add it on, it's state law. So they can't vote on it today.
Okay, yeah, because the only thing, it'll have to wait until next year, unfortunately, because the trees, we gotta get them in. I mean, we might be able to do it in November, but I wanted to get it on DRB. It's literally 3 trees along the sidewalk. So I don't know.
They do review parking lots too.
What's that?
So if you're paving it.
No, we don't. No, we don't. It's actually it's a parking lot right now. We're just paving over it, so we don't. But if we had trees, we have to.
No.
No.
I looked at that today. Looks like it's all gravel up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, when that happens, you'll basically have to.
We can't hear what's being
Yeah,
said.
we're
Just
just
1 second.
explaining the site plan review process to Andrew related to the lot. Currently, it is a gravel lot. He is proposing to pave it, which does trigger a lot of parking lot requirements for the site plan as well as stormwater management. There will be some requirements related to that. So at this time, what he has proposed is not enough information to share with you. And so we will work with Mr. Wold to get that information updated so you have a review.
Yeah. Because I thought today that was gravel. I thought you said it was all paved and we were just.
So what we're basically reviewing is the architectural elements to the building, the windows, the balconies, and the fire exit. Is that correct?
Yep, so this is the items that are being reviewed today. 6 balconies, painting of the exterior fire stairwell, painting exterior doors black, install exterior accent lighting, and then install 12 windows and 12 doors. So. And
So
so
where are the 12 windows and 12 doors?
I'll show you. Okay, so
what is that happening there?
they are, I don't know, can you see? Can you guys have a side conversation for just?
Yeah, 100%.
Excuse me. Sorry about
Order,
that.
we need order.
All right, so they're still explaining the parking lot. So the doors are, I don't know if you can see my mouse at all. Here, what can I do? Do you see this? Okay. So these are the doors through, and it actually includes these two here. So it's these three, and then here as well. And then the windows are these ones, these ones, these ones, and these ones. So.
So is the facade existing?
The facade is existing. It was an addition onto the building. I've got a street view here. I'll show you.
And does this face south? I guess I'm just not familiar with this side of the building.
Yeah, this is the south side of the building. Well, let me scroll.
Okay.
Okay, so this is kind of, there you go. So that's it. That's the current street view. So
Okay, so go ahead.
So the doors that will be installed with the balconies are these vent. Yeah, hi. Yeah.
Hi, Laura. All right. We'll talk about the windows.
Your mic is turned off.
Is there a
It's the talk button.
I'm talking now.
And can
This
you
is
just
good.
wait until they ask you questions for a second, please?
You bet.
And so the doors are these ones there. There's no current doors there right now. So
Well,
he
there
will,
were doors at one point, so if you
I
look
know, but
across
they
the
are
building.
currently not doors. He's putting doors in there.
Right.
And then he's replacing these windows. Okay?
Are they hollow metal doors?
I have no idea. What we're gonna do is doors with glass in them. It'll look, it's a door with like a full-service glass on the door itself. Everything will be black.
So these are the doors that
There we go.
Andrew provided.
It's all tempered, decode. Yeah, thanks.
And then the windows are here.
Same size windows as what we had on the back side, so just keeping the same size.
Do these match the existing window frames? It says brown.
When you say match, what do you mean? The color or you mean the size?
Yeah, the color.
Yeah, we're in the same color as the exterior. It's bronze is what it should say. Does it say brown or bronze?
It's brown.
It says brown.
Yeah, so we're having Pella windows, install the windows. They're gonna match existing windows that were installed. So it's brown or bronze or whatever they suggested. So, yeah. So yes, to your question, they'll match it, yeah.
And then he provided us an example
So they're
of the
wood.
balconies. There. So
So
there's,
there, according to this Pella information, it says the exterior is a painted Endura clad, whatever that is, in brown.
It's a,
Yeah, whatever they have is what we're doing, yeah.
and sorry, Greg, what were you saying?
I believe that's an aluminum cladding, Dina,
Okay,
and the inside should be wood, if I recall Pella correctly.
yeah, it says interior, well, some of these are different. Some of them are pre-finished white paint interior and some are interior finished brown.
Yes, they're all gonna be white on the inside. We're gonna match just to answer your, from a 10,000 foot level, we'll match the exterior color 100%. It's a pretty common color. And then the interior color, we're going white with the windows. So if that helps you out a little bit.
So is that bronze color very much like black?
I have no clue. We're gonna match the windows that are on the building right now. Bronze, very good. Yeah.
It's a pretty dark brown.
Yeah.
I did,
They said it's common, they said they can match it. It's, I think the original installer was, East Moline Glass or whoever it was. And they said they could match it, and that's through Pella. So I'll make sure everything matches. That's fine.
all right, what else is on the list? Was there something else besides, so these balconies, we need to talk about the balconies.
You got it. Yep.
So Andrew provided this general design. So there'll be galvanized balconies with railings. And he provided this example.
Yep. We'll make them look just like Renwick. Yep.
Except black in color, right?
In black. Yep. We'll do it in black.
Is this going to be a residential setting?
Correct. It's going to be rehabbed into a multifamily apartment complex.
What material are the balconies? Steel?
They're steel.
Yeah, they're galvanized steel.
Yeah, galvanized steel that's painted. Yeah.
And then, so are the railings exactly like Renwick?
That's the design we give to Howard Steel. So yeah, I'll make them look just like Renwick. That's fine.
All right, and then, the fire escape.
The fire
is just
escape
getting
is the,
painted.
Yeah, just painted black.
yeah, we're just painting it black. That's all. We're gonna grind the rust down and paint it black. Yeah.
Okay.
We're grinding
Anybody
all
have any
the
questions?
doors and windows that I'm painting them black. Anything that's rusted or whatever, we're gonna paint it all black just to make it look uniform. Yep.
Okay, does anybody have any more questions? Anybody want to make a motion?
I would make a motion to approve as staff recommendations.
Thanks, Greg. Anybody want a second?
Second.
Peggy will second.
Thank you. Who was that?
Taken.
Okay, thank you. Okay, any further conversation? Any more questions or concerns? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
Opposed, say nay. All right, motion carried.
Very good.
Thank you, Andrew. I guess we'll see you again for the parking lot, correct?
Oh, that sounds correct, yes.
Okay, very good.
Yeah, sorry
Thanks
about
so
that.
much.
We'll get her figured out. Thanks again. All right. You got it.
Okay. Next case, DR 20-30. Did we miss a 29?
So that, actually, someone who has an incomplete application, they actually, I've tried to get a hold of Baked. They provided some elevations that they're going to change, but I don't have enough information to carry forward.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you. DR 2030, request for design approval for a new garage to be located at 1127 Jersey Ridge Road. Property is located within the C-B Village of East Davenport zoning district. Brad Matthews, petitioner.
And it does not appear that Brad is here.
Okay, and hello, everybody. This is Matt. I'm back. They let me back in. So I've been helping out Laura, taking a look at this. You know, we have design guidelines for the East Village. As you know, they tend to be focused on commercial rehab and new construction. So it's a little, the guidelines are a little light with respect to residential garages. However, I did note in the staff report on page 69 and 70, gives some guidance. And again, you were really just trying to resemble I'll say the look and feel of existing structures in the area. And I think what's being proposed here does a good job with that, starting with the roof pitch, which is 812, very close, if not matching the existing residential. I think we also want to be concerned that a detached garage is not way out of proportion with the existing structures, and this is a modest 20 by 20 garage, and then would be looking at the materials, siding, and shake siding. We think looks good. There's bracketing on the doors, so there's an effort being made to kind of resemble the I'll say the look and feel of the East Village. Finally, what we were looking at would be the orientation of the garage. And again, first of all, it's located on Fulton Street off of Jersey Ridge, so it's really not in a prominent location, but that CV zoning district has a build-to line rather than a minimum setback line, meaning that rather than saying, okay, you have a 25-foot minimum setback, and if you decide to put your building 50 feet back from the property line, you're still okay with that. We're trying to match up facades and building lines, and it appears that the existing house is at its closest point is 10 feet from the property line on Fulton. So we would recommend that the garage also be set back 10 feet from the property line off of Fulton. The one other thing worth noting is it may appear that there might be a conflict with the garage siding and an existing street tree. However, that street tree is an ash tree, and as I had mentioned before the meeting started, I can speak for our forestry division. They would rather not have any tree than any unusual efforts to, I'll say, preserve an ash tree that is going to be, threatened at a minimum. So with that, we would recommend approval.
Thank you, Matt. I guess the one thing would have been helpful, I think, to see a site plan for this, but it sounds like you have that information on really the location. Isn't there also a patio or something that's going along with this?
Yeah, I don't have the report in front of me. Well, of course, it's on the screen. I'm not looking at it. That's my fault. But no, there's mention that to add a 10 by 10 foot patio off of the, I'll say the back door, off the east elevation. Another thing noted that is part of the condition is that the application states that the color scheme would match the existing structure.
So is the patio between the garage and the house or
Correct.
behind the garage?
Yeah, so
Between?
it'll be between the garage and the existing home. And to our understanding, it's just flat work. So it's just a hardscape.
So if there's no one here, are you representing them? I mean, usually we don't discuss without somebody here representing the project.
Well, and I believe the petitioner knew of the meeting, but I think it's up to the board. I think this is relatively straightforward, that we would not object to the board making a recommendation if you're comfortable in doing so, or a decision.
Okay, well, I guess with this one, we're really, kind of trusting staff to, because it just seems like there should have been a little bit more information with this one. I mean, I think a site plan would have been helpful to have for us to be able to really understand exactly what it is they're doing. I mean, the drawing that they've submitted is really excellent. It's got a lot of information and detail, but it doesn't really give us the information relative to the site.
Yeah, we did
But
ask.
clearly
for
you guys
one.
have had that conversation with them. So if anybody's comfortable, we can make a motion. Anybody?
I would move
Motion to approve. Thanks, Danielle. TJ, you want to take the second on that one?
Yep.
Okay, thank you. Any further discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
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 Opposed, say nay. All right, motion carried. Thanks, you guys. All right, case DR 20-31, request for design approval, C-D Downtown Zoning District, new sign at 210 East River Drive. Doug Soderberg of Lang Sign Group, petitioner. Doug there?
And Doug is here. Do you want to?
All right.
Okay, so
Why don't you try that microphone? I can move it.
I lost my thing. There it is.
Is this the microphone?
Yep. If that's square, if you talk up into the square, I know it sounds so weird.
I spent all day Saturday watching a tree trimmer in my yard, so.
Okay, so this is a new illuminated projecting sign that will be on East River Drive for a new tenant at 210 East River Drive, in addition to Stop Box Brewing. And it's Kitchen Brigade is the name of the business. And let me get to the sign specs for you. City recommends approval as presented. So it's black with white lettering. Oh, jumping all over the place, sorry. So there's it will be illuminated.
Is this going on an existing sign framework?
No, it's
Versus a
complete,
whole new-
it's new.
Okay. So of course I'll have to bring up the Rebecca rule about no,
Nothing through the brick,
Mortar.
through the mortar.
We've trained people so well.
right.
She did leave an indelible impression upon all of us, didn't she?
Never forget it.
Ever.
So I can't really tell how this is, I mean, obviously this is a graphic, but Is that kind of an automatic caveat now, Laura, that we make that a rule?
I can add
They
it in.
don't-
Yeah, I can add it
Okay.
in.
So, does Doug want to say anything about this sign?
It's pretty straightforward. It projects out, it turns on when it gets dark, and it will draw attention to the great new food in the inside the restaurant, the brewery.
It will have the clearance of 8 feet, so.
Correct. Yes.
That has been taken care of.
Nice.
So it's 8 feet off the sidewalk, is that what you're saying?
It's, elevation above the sidewalk it has to be a minimum of 8 feet.
I was thinking it had to be less than 72 inches protrusion. Is that not right?
The way it's written is it can't stick out more than a third of the width of the,
Sidewalk?
from the,
Right.
from the curb.
Yeah.
And so if you did that, I think it has like 9 feet or something that it could stick out, but it's got a pretty wide pedestrian street there. So it does meet our parameters related to how far it projects out.
And I assume it's double-sided?
Correct.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Pretty straightforward.
Anybody else
Is
have any
there
questions?
on the, I was just trying to remember when we approved Stomp Box, do they have a similar projecting sign like on the east corner where this photo, like if you were to look up from where this photo was taken? Is there a similar?
They do not have anything on River Drive.
Okay, thank you.
Good question, though.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay, does anybody else have any questions, concerns? They want to make a motion?
I move we approve.
I would
This
make
is
a motion to
George.
approve.
Thanks, Greg. Is there a second?
Second.
Second. I didn't catch who that was. I think Evan, maybe?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, any further discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
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 Opposed, say no. Motion carries.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Doug. All right, last case, DR 20-32. Request for design approval, CD Downtown Zoning District, repairs to terracotta windows, marquee, storefronts, painting and removing window covering at 326 West 3rd Street. Chris Ailes, petitioner.
And Chris is here.
Right.
Okay, so the Call building is currently under work to rehab it, and it is getting state historic tax credits, so all the work that will be done on it will be up to the State Historic Preservation Office and National Park Service standards and approval. So a lot of this work is repair. Really the largest change that you'll see is the exposing some windows and repairing with like materials, and then painting over the lettering on the vertical lettering for Eastern Iowa Community College, which according to Chris is because if you take it off, it damages the terracotta. So they're just covering that up and then repairing and painting the marquee and replacing lights as needed. And I don't know if you have anything else you want to add, Chris.
I'll look up when I speak here.
No, it's really fun.
No, I don't think there's anything new to add. Again, we're complying with the National Park Service's standards on historic preservation. We're not building anything new. There's a good picture of the building. And you can see on the left side of the window, I believe it's the 5th floor, there are, I believe, 5 windows that have been boarded up, that we will simply remove the cover, and we believe the windows are behind the cover, and so we'll simply repair the windows depending upon what we find when we uncover them. The Scott Community College lettering is green, and there is no way to remove that without damaging the terracotta. And so in working with the National Park Service and SHPO, our Part 2 simply states that we'll paint that color to kind of blend in and get lost with the terracotta. All the storefronts will be restored to their original treatments. All the transoms above are boarded up. The boarding will be removed. But the configurations will all remain as they are, which are all in accordance with the original historic feature. Any questions?
Have all the windows replaced, Chris?
Pardon me?
Have all the windows been replaced in the building now?
I'm going to say 98%. If we looked at the east side, and I've been unable to get a picture of it from any position on the ground just because of the buildings over there. But on the lower levels of the east side, I think there are 2 or 3 floors where the original windows are still there. Again, they had been boarded up, and we will simply remove the boarding on those just like we will on the 5 on the east side. On the inside, we can see that the window is still there. A lot of them have the original glass, or we believe it's the original glass, so we won't be replacing any glass. We'll just, again, remove the covering and repair the window as necessary. So yes, to answer your question, 98% all, but a few windows on the east side have not been replaced, on the lower side of the east side.
Sure.
Chris, was it a local architect that designed this building? Do you have any idea?
Yeah, and I can't remember his name.
What was that?
George asked who the original architect
I can't
was.
remember his name.
Oh.
I'm
Was it
sorry.
local, you think?
I don't recall, to be honest.
It's a neat building. It's beautiful.
I think we have the historic listing. I can share it with you if you're interested.
That'd be
in
cool.
seeing it.
Yeah,
Hey, I feel honored to work on the building.
you should be.
And Chris, you mentioned the marquee there's an original marquee behind that marquee, is that right?
Yes. We don't know what condition it is in, but we can get up inside and kind of peek and get angled views. It appears the original marquee is there. I have photographs of the original marquee, and it appears at least parts of it are behind this marquee. Our plan is to simply clean up, so to speak, the marquee that's there today and not touch the original marquee that's behind it.
Is that when it was the RKO?
I think the RKO was down the street, was it not?
Oh, was it?
Yeah, that was the Blackhawk.
Or Onion.
No,
Oh,
Mississippi Hotel.
Okay.
From my days of going to concerts there.
All right. Well, it's going to be great to get this building back in service.
Yeah, it's a challenge to develop a theater in these times.
Yeah.
But
I'm sure.
the apartments
I'm
make it
sure.
work. Financially, the apartments will make it work.
Yeah. Well, that theater is just a stunning piece, so it'll be wonderful to see that one back.
Yes, and there will be a day when we can fill the seats again, I'm confident.
Yeah. All right, well, thank you for your presentation. Does anybody else have any questions, concerns? So if this is being approved by SHPO, do we really need to approve this, or how does that work?
Yep, so the way the guidelines read is that we highly encourage the preservation of historic buildings. And so in this case, while it still needs design review board official approval, we will, as staff, recommend anything that SHPO has and Chris Ailes as the manager have agreed to. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I'll add one more piece of information that's fairly timely. Yesterday, SHPO forwarded our Part 2 with their recommendations to the National Park Services with their approval without any conditions.
Wow, that's impressive.
Great.
Took us a few years.
Yeah. That's very, congratulations on that. That's very
you.
impressive.
That's exciting. Fantastic.
Chris, you intend to keep the Capitol sign up on top of the building, don't you?
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah.
Yep, so,
Okay, can somebody make a motion?
So moved.
Seconded.
All right, thank you. Did you get that, Laura?
was that Evan,
Greg?
Greg and Evan?
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Any further conversation, concerns, questions? All right, all in favor, please say aye.
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 Opposed, say no. Motion carried. Thank you very much. Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. That's all I have for new business. Is there anything we need to discuss?
This is Matt. I'm not going to take too long, but in my current or new role, will be working on special projects, this and that. One of the things that is at least on my radar is to look at the downtown design guidelines. If you may recall, those date back to about 2005, 2006. And quite honestly, we only have a poor quality PDF, as you've seen before, and we really can't transfer that into a Word document. But given 15 years have passed, we have a new downtown plan that will be under consideration shortly. And 15 years, construction and design techniques change. So one of the things we'd like to have a discussion, if not next month, over the next few months, would be to talk about a process to really tackle these. And in this day and age, the best way to do that is by committee. So this might be a project that over time, the design review board would be asked to have a pretty significant role in, but there'll be more of that in the future.
Yes, and we're looking forward to that.
So do we have copies, or can we get a copy of the downtown guidelines?
The current ones?
Sure.
Right.
We'll send those out. We have, sent out relevant sections when we bring cases forward. They're a little lengthy, so I can split it up into 3 separate emails, but I'll send that out hopefully tomorrow if I remember.
Would you prefer we could do it like a Dropbox and you can download it if that works for you, or do you want a hard copy? However you want it.
I'm guessing everybody has different capacities with their electronic devices, so
How about I send out an email tomorrow and we can distribute it however anybody wants it distributed. Okay?
Perfect.
that'd be great.
And then I just had one thing, wanted to let you know, and Dana knows this already, that Jeff Bass has resigned from the board. So we will, the mayor will be looking to appoint someone else. He was the vice chair, so I'll put it on the agenda for next month to elect a new vice chair as well.
Is it time to have elections for a chair too?
I can look into that. No, it's forever.
Right, Dana. No.
You're on for vice, Dana.
You know that motion, even if it were so.
And then one more for you.
If there's anybody else that wants to do it, please let me know.
And then wanted to give you an update. I don't know if you've noticed, but there's some sidewalks blocked off around 324 Main Street. There has been some bricks that have fallen off the facade. So our chief building official, Trishna, has been working with that owner to get that repaired. So as it's just repairing it, we won't be bringing it forward, but just kind of want to let you know if you see work on that building, it's because the bricks have started to crumble and they will be repairing those.
Which building is that, Laura?
It's right across from City Hall.
The
Right.
Dempsey.
Hotel.
Opposite side. Yeah, oh, yeah, opposite the library, if that helps you.
Yeah.
Oh, so the old Davenport Hotel?
The old Davenport Hotel?
Yeah.
No?
Yes, I think that's right.
Yeah, okay. It's like, I don't know.
Who owns it?
So I believe it's transferring ownership over to Andrew Wold. It's currently owned by, I think it's Romer,
Jim Toms.
Oh, is it that Sam Eastep and Romer?
I think it's Romer, yeah. And they've gotten rid of a lot of changed ownership actually to Andrew Wold for several of the buildings in the downtown.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you so much, Laura and Matt, for your work on all of this. Does anybody else have anything they need to bring up?
Oh, I have one more. We've put a stop work order on Habanos, the cigar store lounge on 4th near the railroad tracks. They've started some activity that would be required for design review board and building permits and other review. So hopefully we'll see those individuals before the board next month if we can get in touch with the property owner.
Great, thank you. Anybody else have anything? All right, is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
And according to my Robert's Rules of Orders, we don't need a second. We can just go ahead and adjourn. So I declare this meeting adjourned.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Paul.
Thanks, everybody.
Yes.